but sunlight made it hard not to. You smiled like you had time to spare, and suddenly I found you there. No lightning strike, no movie scene, just something soft in how you lean toward me like we'd met before, but never opened up that door. I'm not in rush, I'm not in flight, but something about you feels just right, like petals learning where to rest before they bloom from quiet chest. This is a slow bloom, not a firework kind, just a feeling that lingers like warm lemon rind. I don't need answers or some perfect line, just the way you look back when you think I won't mind. If love returns, let it resume like morning light, a soft, slow bloom. We laughed beneath a corner tree, as if that joy was meant to be. No promises, no vows in air, just comfort in the way you care. Your voice feels like a breeze at noon, like humming tunes without a tune. No pressure, just this open space where I can breathe and not erase. I'm not the girl who jumps too fast, but maybe something shouldn't last just long enough to leave a trail of something sweet and softly pale. This is a slow bloom, like tea in the sun, not burning or crashing, just slowly begun. No sudden thunder, no bells to assume, just glances that settle like flowers in bloom. And if it fades, I'll still resume with a heart that knows the strength of bloom. Some love arrives like heavy rain, but some are just a steady flame. And if you stay or if you go, you'll still be part of what I grow. This is a slow bloom, and I like the pace. No need to hurry, what fits in this space? I'll hold it gently, like sun holds perfume. No rush, no fear, just room to bloom. So here I am with sky and room to simply feel this soft, slow bloom. Drop my keys a little slow, couldn't name just why it felt so. Sighed too long, blinked too fast, didn't think the wait would last. I didn't know I was happy till the silence held me steady. A breath I didn't know I missed wrapped me in a morning's kiss. Tea went cold before I sipped, memories loose like pages ripped, and still I smiled without a word, but deep inside I hadn't heard. I didn't know I was happy till the breeze voice came soft and ready to lift what clung without a name, to tell me I was not to blame. We carry quiet far too long, forget that stillness can be strong. But one kind hour, one open sky can teach a heart to breathe and cry. I didn't know I was heavy, but now the world feels just and steady. A softer step, a lighter tone. I've come to see I'm not alone. Took off shoes, the light is low. Drop my bag and let it go. No parade, no trumpet sound, but here I am, still safe and sound. I'm proud I stayed, I didn't run. Faced the clouds, outlasted sun. No medals hung, no stage or praise, but I showed up through all the haze. Left some words I couldn't speak, felt the quiet turn to weak. But even then, I didn't fade. I held myself through storm and shade. I'm proud I stayed, I didn't fall. Those shadows danced across the wall. I took each breath like it was new, and found a way to just push through. You won't see it in the news, these tiny brave internal truths, but every sigh I didn't break was strength I built for my own sake. I'm proud I stayed, that's all I need. Not perfect, no, but I did lead my tired self back home tonight, and whispered, hey, you did alright. Steam curls up from porcelain rim. Soft and slow the world grows dim. In every breath a moment plays, from yesterday's in quiet haze. Memory in the steam so near, it brings old laughter, brings old tears. A sip, a scent, and there I go, to places only I could know. The chair still creaks the way it did, same old way, but silence has much more to say. Memory in the steam it stays, wrapped in gold and paper days. I stir the past but drink the now, and feel it settle soft somehow. Not every dream was meant to last, but some just live inside the glass of morning cups and faded song, still holding hands though time is gone. Memory in the steam, I smile, let it linger for a while, and as the warmth begins to fade, the love remains, the peace is made. Clock hands wave, I nod and go. Shoes tap steady on the low. Crowds may rush, but I just glide. There's quiet strength I hold inside. My own tempo, not too fast. A calm that's made to truly last. I walk with rhythm, soft and true. No race, no chase, just passing through. Earbuds hum, the sky turns blue. Reflections blink on subway view. Their hurried pace won't carry me. I found a different way to be. My own tempo, soul in sync. I skip the edge, I choose the brink. In each small step I hear a song that tells me I've been right all along. Some move fast and some stand still, but I just breathe and climb this hill. The city's voice fades into mine, and suddenly the day feels fine. My own tempo, full and wide, with morning's hush as faithful guide. Through honking horns and shifting light, I walk in tune with what feels right. Turned a corner I don't know. Skipped the bus I chose to go. Down a street that felt unseen, but held the space for something clean. Side street brave, my heart in hand. No set map, no pre-made plan. but strange. Coffee shops in different range, faces I don't recognize, but somehow comfort fills the sky. Side street brave, I take it slow. Don't need a rush, I just let go. Each step a spark, a breath of flame, that every road can bear my flame. Routine can be a warm disguise, but change begins with shifted eyes. And what I feared now feels like grace. In new unknowns I find my place. Side street brave, my pace is clear. Not lost, just drawing myself near to dreams that wander, bend and crave. This morning made me side street brave. You didn't ask me to believe, but something in you made me breathe. Like I forgot the weight I wore when you just smiled and said no more. We talked like waves, we laughed like rain. I didn't need to hide my name. The world felt simple, clear and wide, with you just walking by my side. And though I've built some heavy walls, you didn't try to break them all. You just leaned against the frame and softly whispered in my name. You feel like a place I could stay, not run through, not walk away, but sit and watch the morning bloom and trust the air inside the room. You feel like a door I could keep open without losing sleep. I'm not in love, not yet I say, but you feel like a place I could stay. I didn't plan to feel this safe, but something in your steady pace reminds me love can be a breeze, not just a fire on trembling knees. You pour your coffee soft and slow, and I forget the need to know if this will last or if we fall. 'Cause right now feels like having all. I won't pretend to have no fear, but I like how you hold me near, without a script, without a mask, just answers that I didn't ask. You feel like a place I could stay, not a thrill, but a a gentle way, a kind of quiet I could hold. When everything around gets cold, you feel like a chair by the sea, somewhere I could just be me. I'm not in love, not yet I say, but you feel like a place I could stay. If love's a home, not just a flame, then maybe I can learn your name. In every whisper, every sigh, that teaches me to never lie. You feel like a place I could stay, not tomorrow, just today. And maybe that's the truest sign of something real and hard in time. So I won't rush, I won't delay, but I'll lean in and softly say, you feel like a place I could stay. I ran in circles just to feel, chased illusions dressed in teal, held my breath through quiet nights, wrote your name in northern lights. But now the colors fade to truth, and none of them still look like you. Turns out healing's not so loud, just a whisper in the crowd. Didn't need a closing scene, just a pause to let me lean back into the shape I knew before I blurred my soul with you. I'm coming back to me, like waves retreating patiently, sanded down and smooth again, soft where I had broken then. No rescue, no grand decree, just footsteps set intentionally, and every echo that I see sings I'm coming back to me. Traded dreams I didn't own for the quiet of my tone. Didn't win but didn't fall, I just stopped needing you at all. The skyline still knows your name, but I no longer feel the flame. I thank you now, not with a tear, but with a smile strong and clear. No more pages left to write, just the morning soft with light. I don't need to feel undone to remember where I've come from. I'm coming back to me, through alleyways and salted sea, treading gently through the pain, not as lost but as a gain. No chorus loud, no melody can shake the peace that sets me free. 'Cause every time I let you be, I'm coming back to me. Not erasing, just embracing, just replacing every what if with a breeze that brings me home with gentle ease. I'm coming back to me, not who I was but who vision carved by light and storm. By every shape my heart took form. No fireworks, no reverie, just truth that softly lets me see that I was always meant to be coming home back to me. Pull the curtains with no rush. Morning's building like a hush. Steam rose from a porcelain cup. The city stretched and started up. No parade, no ringing bell. Just me and the way I fell into silence, soft and clear, where my breath said, I am here. It's not the end, it's not a race, it's just a day and that's my place. I'm not waiting for a sign, just watching how the light aligns. Curtains open, and so do I, blooming gently, no need to try. All the storms, they came and passed, but this stillness, it will last. I'm not chasing, I'm not closed, I'm a garden now composed. No more hiding what's unspoken. This is me, curtains open. Shoes still by the hallway wall, keys untouched, but I feel tall. Maybe I won't leave today. Maybe I'll just drift and stay. Let the breeze rewrite my hair. Let the stillness say you're there. I'm not less for slowing down. I wear peace like it's my crown. Not afraid to stand alone, not defined by calls or phones. Wholeness found in softer frames like sunlight spelling out my name. Curtains open, sky turns white. Every breath a changing tide. Not a fix, not some control, just a heart that feels whole. Not performing, not afraid. In this quiet I am made. No applause, no token, just me here. Curtains open. Let the world spin as it must. I'll anchor in the sacred trust of knowing I was always here, just waiting for the light to clear. Curtains open and I begin. In the stillness I let in every version I've denied. Now returns, arms open wide. No big moment, no wide screen, just the truth I've finally seen. That the bravest kind of token is simply this: curtains open. You thought I'd fall apart that day when you left like clouds leave May, but But I stood still and held the breeze and learned to cry with quiet ease. I bought new cups, I moved the chair, I stopped pretending you were there. And every night I didn't shake became a step I didn't fake. You left your name in every song, but I've been skipping lines too long. And now I hum a different part with something stronger in my heart. I didn't break, I bent and swayed like summer trees in sudden shade. I may have wept, but I stayed whole and grew into a softer soul. I didn't call, I didn't chase, I found my light in empty space. You thought I'd fade, but make no mistake, I didn't fall, I didn't break. Your ghost still walks the afternoon between the blinds and cafe spoons. But now I greet it like a guest with stories I have since confessed. I dress in laughter I designed, I leave regrets a step behind. You didn't know I'd stand this tall, but silence taught me not to crawl. No fireworks, no angry flood, just softer hands and kinder blood. I lost a love but found my name inside the quiet of my flame. I didn't break, I bled then healed like morning dew on sunlit fields. I faced the wind without disguise and watched the truth behind my eyes. I didn't shout, I didn't ache as much as you had hoped I'd shake. But now I bloom for my own sake. No need to bend, no need to break. You were a lesson in disguise, but I don't need to analyze. I let it be, I let it end and learned I didn't have to bend, I didn't break. I walked away, still hope beneath a brighter day. The sky is wide, the page is clear, and I am more than pain or fear. No second act, no twist to fake, I lived it all and didn't break. I don't trace your name in the dark, but I still flinch when shadows start. You're not a ghost, not quite a flame, but somehow still you feel the same. I've changed the lock, I've moved the bed, I've painted over what you said. But still some nights I hum your tune like morning echoes fading soon. I don't regret, I don't rewind, but pieces stay I didn't find. You're not mine now, but that won't mean you never walked where I have been. I still carry you in corners of my mind, in rainy days, in silver light I find. You don't belong here anymore, but still you're in the way I pour my coffee slow, my thoughts too deep. You're the quiet I still keep. I see your smile in passing trains, in window glass and sudden rains. You used to be my loudest part, now you're the hush inside my heart. I never meant to keep you there, but healing isn't always fair, and letting go is not a line, but waves that drift across the spine. You're not the one I dream at night, but sometimes stars fall just too right. And in those skies, a trace of blue, I close my eyes and walk to you. I still carry you, not heavy, just there, like scent that lingers on all clothes I wear. You're not my song, not quite my ache, but still the pause I always take before I speak, before I move. A piece of me still finds your groove. It's not a loss I need to heal, it's just a truth I learned to feel. You left, but something stayed in me, like roots beneath a quiet tree. I still carry you, no need to try, just in the breath before I cry. You're not my ending, not my start, but somewhere quiet in my heart. You made a room, you made it true, and I still carry a part of you. I wrote your name on paper boats, watched them float with whispered notes. The waves don't read, they just receive, but still I send what I believe. I told the sea you used to smile, like soft July for just a while. Now clouds drift by with subtle grace, like someone missing from this place. Maybe you'll never read a line, but writing helps me draw the spine of all the words I never dared to say aloud when you were there. I send my letters to the sea, folded in calm uncertainty. They carry secrets light as air that only water learns to bear. And if the tide should bring them back, I'll know I'm strong, not what I lack. Each page a step from memory, my silent letters to the sea. I wrote about the way you spoke in hushes under starry cloak, how fireflies would pause and blink, like they had thoughts, like they could think. I signed my name in morning blue, as if the day could carry you. I don't know where these papers go, but something in me starts to glow. I don't expect a sure reply or seagulls writing in the sky, but I've begun to understand the sea holds space for trembling hands. I send my letters to the sea, carried by waves more brave than me. They're inked with what I tried to hide, but summer's truth won't stay inside. And if you never read a word, still something deep inside me stirred, as if I spoke and set it free. My quiet letters to the sea. I never needed you to hear, only needed you to be near. And now this page, the tide, the breeze, they hold what used to live in me. I send my letters to the sea and find a little days. So let the waves wash what they may. I'll write again another day, till there's no weight left silently, just waves and letters to the sea. You looked back once, then walked away. The sky was gold, it stayed that way. I stood in sandals, hard on sand, still holding words I hadn't planned. The sun forgot to burn my skin. The breeze just whispered, let it spin. And in that hush I let you go, without a reason, soft and slow. I didn't cry, I didn't shout, I just turned the silence out, and kept a little piece of blue that only ever looked like you. Maybe in another summer, when the tide feels like a hum, we'll find each other's laughter in a place we both come from. No maps, no set reminders, just the wind and morning light. Maybe in another summer, our stars will land just right. I walk the boardwalk 2 days on, with coffee cold and sunscreen gone. Your echo stayed in every shade, like how you kissed me then delayed. No promises, no final words, just scattered sand and seabird herds. And still I felt the softest pull, a string you left invisible. I don't rewind, I don't regret, but I remember where we met. And sometimes when the beach turns still, it feels like you're around me still. Maybe in another summer, with no clocks and no more when, we'll share a slow umbrella and speak like we were friends. Not urgent, not forever, just long enough to know that maybe in another summer, there's more for us to grow. I won't wait, but I won't erase. You were a song, not just a face. And in the wind I hum along to what we were when we were wrong. Maybe in another summer, where endings don't arrive, where time is just a ripple and love a slower dive. I'll think of you as kindness, not something I outgrew. And maybe in another summer, I'll softly walk toward you. You didn't save me from the storm, you just stood beside me warm. No perfect line, no hero pose, just someone who would never go. You never asked for guarantees, but held my heart like sacred keys. And in your eyes I didn't drown. I learned how not to fall apart. No one told me love was this, a steady hand, a morning kiss. No rush, no fire, just quiet truth that somehow always leads to you. I was meant to be yours, not in a scripted dream, but in the way our edges fit where they've been unseen. You are not my rescue, you are not my prize. You're just the space where my soul lies. I was meant to be yours in silence and rain, in all the little moments that never need a name. You don't complete me, but you stay. You never try to change my way. You let me rise, you let me fall, and love me through the cracks of all. And when I speak, you really hear, not every word, but every fear. You make the ordinary shine like quiet stars I now call mine. You never asked me to believe, but made it safe enough to breathe. And now I see, through all we've crossed, that nothing here was ever lost. I was meant to be yours, not rushed, not chased, but slowly, gently woven into place. You're not the start, you're not the end, but everything I choose again. I was meant to be yours, not loud, not far, but soft like truth and strong like stars. Some loves burn and some just stay, and I have grown to love this way. Not perfect, no, but real and wide, like oceans calm beneath the tide. I was meant to be yours, no vows, no stage, just pages we have filled with grace. So if you ever wonder why, you're where my heart will always lie. It's simply this, no metaphor. I was always meant to be yours. Is made of silver hush, sidewalks hum in moonlit blush. No one calls, no echoes ring, just me and what the shadows bring. I pass the cafe we once knew, its chairs now filled with someone new. But I don't stop, I just exhale, let go of words we used to fail. The air is soft, the city's slow, and somewhere deep I start to know that walking on with no regret might be the best love story yet. Moonlight steps beneath my feet, every sigh feels clean, not sweet. I'm not lost, just moving through the parts of me still shaped by you. But I won't beg the stars to turn or ask old songs to still return. Tonight I walk and softly keep the pieces I deserve to keep. A breeze lifts strands across my face, like fingers once in softer grace. A smile at ghosts I used to fight and let them fade into the night. A shop light flickers soft and low. I catch my shadow start to grow, and in that shape I seem to find a version of my quiet mind. Not perfect, not untouched by pain, but dry beneath the summer rain. And though no arms await my door, I'm lighter than I was before. Moonlight steps along my skin, trace the path I've now walked in. No need to run, no need to race, just space to breathe, to find my place. And if your name returns someday, it won't shake what I've found today. This love I hold, not torn or deep, but steady as my moonlight sleep. We don't need to win or lose. Some hearts are just a pair of shoes. You wear them till they've walked their grace, then leave them with a kind embrace. Moonlight steps in summer air, wrap around me like a prayer. No fireworks, no great release, just soft and honest inner peace. I won't forget, I won't deny, but I've stopped asking you why. I'm walking on and it's complete, these healing steps beneath my feet.
Left the key, took the wind, didn't care where I begin. Pocket change and empty time, streetlight turning on a rhyme. No inbox, no calendar, wait, just this beat, an open gate. Every turn a mystery, but somehow I still feel I don't need a destination to feel my own vibration. Wheels can turn or just stand still. I move to my own kind of thrill. No map, just me, rolling where the heart feels free. Skipping steps and tapping signs, lost inside these funky lines. No plan, just air, wind and tangled dancing hair. I'm not late, I'm not on track, but I've never looked so back. Past a mural full of flames, didn't ask for artist names, just let the colors hit my chest like someone shouting you're your best. The world's a tune I haven't learned, every page is slightly burned from where I paused to catch the sun and whispered, wow, this joy's begun. Forget the list, forget the rules, I'm done with counting careful tools. This mess is music to my day, I'll dance it out my own damn way. No map, just me, cruising under blooming trees. Every shadow, every ray moves me like a song I play. No clock, just now, writing time on my own brow. I might be wandering endlessly, but I'm right where I should be. Every wrong turn had its glow, every slow stop let me grow. Even silence has a beat, even stillness moves my feet. No map, just me, rolling with the rhythm spree. City corners, mountain skies, all reflect me in their eyes. No fear, no frame, just this wildly whispered name. Call it lost, call it free, either way is just me.
I used to flinch when someone stayed too long, too close, too unafraid night I wrapped my heart in quiet walls and blamed the world when silence called. But something in your patient eyes unraveled all the small goodbyes. You didn't rush, you didn't pull, you left the space and made it full. I'm not the same as I was then, but maybe I can love again. Not like a fire quick to burn, but like the sun that waits its turn. I'm ready to begin, to speak without a script, to let a little light fall gently through the rift. No promises too wide, just honesty within. Not perfect, not all-knowing, but ready to begin. You didn't ask me to be brave, you only listened when I gave small pieces I had kept in glass, afraid that love would never last. But now I walk with softer feet, the ground no longer feels like grief, and I can see the gentle way you let me rise in my own day. This isn't fast, it isn't bold, but it's the kind I wanna hold. A steady rhythm, true and clear, the kind that says you're safe right here. I'm ready to begin, to meet love where it lands, to let it grow like ivy through all my careful plans. I won't pretend to know how every end begins, but I can stand here smiling and say I'll let you in. Not every crack was made to break, some just let the morning wake. And in your eyes I find my start, a door unlocked inside my heart. I'm ready to begin, not flawless but sincere. I've carried all my shadows, now I'm learning not to fear. So if you'll take it slow, I'll meet you in this skin. With all I am and all I've been, I'm ready to begin. Damp on window cracks, city humming, thoughts unpacked, barefoot pacing in my skin, no one out but I begin. Took a breath like taking flight, no loud plans, no need for bright. Silence isn't empty here, it's the song I long to hear. Walls don't echo, they embrace. Hold me soft and quiet grace. And I'm not waiting for a knock, I'm the key and I'm the lock. There's a room for one, where the soul can hum. No crowd, no race, no chase and run, thoughts have said, letters I wrote but never read, mirrors showing someone whole, not a half, not needing role. Tune into my heartbeat slow, letting go of need to show. The rhythm here is soft and slow, but still it makes my spirit glow. Curtains sway like settled songs, proving I've been home all along. This isn't quiet born from life, it's me finally coming back. There's a room for one, and it's more than fun. It's comfort shaped in dusk and tea, a harmony of simply me. Room for one, but the light has grown. No loneliness, no space to fill, just golden air, just time to still. I used to wait for knocks at doors, now I just dance on quiet floors. The best hello I ever knew was whispered by the still and true. There's a room for one, and it's not undone. It's wholeness drawn in candlelight, a space where I can sleep at night. Room for one, but my soul runs wide. And here within this gentle dome, I've never felt more truly home. The sun slipped in without a sound, touched the corners I've shut down. Coffee warm between my hands, no need to try, no big demands. A breeze with no intention came, and somehow it forgot your name. The weight I wore is not as tight, and silence feels a little light. I didn't win, I didn't lose, I just chose softer walking shoe. No destination, just the way, and peace that comes from soft as today. Soft as today, the world feels kind. No rush to heal, no race to find. I'm breathing in the sky so wide, with nothing left I need to hide. It's not all gone, it's not all done, but I can sit beneath the sun and smile without something to say. Just let it be. Soft as today. The trees don't ask what I've been through, they just sway green and let me to. A little shade, a little grace, I see the calm behind my face. The music playing down the street doesn't ache or feel incomplete. It hums like hope in open air, like someone finally saying there. I haven't solved the deepest part, but I have held my quiet heart. And in this hour I choose to stay within the warmth of soft as today. Soft as today, the hurt feels far, not gone but resting where we are. I'm not the same, I'm not brand new, but I know what I've grown into. No need to prove, no need to pray, just room to feel the gentle way that I belong to where I lay. A little peace, a little light, the kind you don't expect to find, but treasure when it warms your mind. So if tomorrow asks me why, I'll simply turn and not reply. Just point to this unspoken ray and say I live soft as today. I don't wait by the phone anymore, but I still turn when keys hit the door. I don't replay what we once said, but your voice still lingers in my head. The photos don't live on my shelf, but I still dream like I'm someone else, the one who used to call you mine before the clocks refused the time. I don't pretend we didn't break, but something in me just won't shake. You're not my world, not even near, but sometimes I still feel you here. I'm still yours somewhere, in echoes I don't choose, in songs that I avoid, in midnight's quiet bruise. I've moved along, I breathe just fine, but shadows blur this heart of mine. And though the world says I don't care, I'm still yours somewhere. I pass your street like it's not real, but traffic lights know how I feel. The scent of rain on summer nights still brings you back without a fight. I don't believe in second tries, but sometimes love just never dies. It finds a quiet place to sleep and wakes in tears I never keep. I say your name like it's a prayer, not one I speak, just one I wear. You're gone, I know, you've closed the door, but I still see you on my floor. I'm still yours somewhere, in poems I won't write, in shoes I never wear, in dreams that fade by light. I don't reach out, I don't rewind, but you're the name I can't unbind. Not mine to hold, not mine to bear, but still yours somewhere. No, I won't try to bring you back. I've filled the gaps, I've walked the track, but some loves leave a quiet trace that time can't fully erase. I'm still yours somewhere, in whispers no one hears, in rooms you've never seen, in carefully held tears. And even if you're unaware, that part of me remains right there, a voice, a scar, a silent prayer, still yours somewhere. are falling fast, the kind that swears it's meant to last. I've cried through nights that never end, and smiled through days that couldn't mend. But every tear and every song has helped me learn where I belong. You were a chapter, not the whole, but still you softened up my soul. I used to chase, I used to cling to names and faces, everything. But now I walk with open hands and let love go where it began. Thank you for the love even when it broke, for every word we never spoke, for holding on, for letting go, for teaching me that hearts still grow. You weren't forever, maybe true, but I'm still better because of you. We weren't the kind that stayed in frame, but we were real, we weren't a game. You showed me how to laugh with flaws, to hold the storm with both my arms. And though the years may blur your face, you'll always have a gentle place in corners time can never fade, where love once bloomed and softly stayed. I won't rewrite what came and went, I won't regret the time we spent. I only hope you found your light, the way you helped me find my fight. Thank you for the love even if it passed, for teaching me that nothing lasts, for all the nights and quiet days, for moments held in small kind ways. We didn't last, but still it's true, I learned to love because of you. Love isn't always meant to stay, but still it changes us some way. And when I think of all we were, I don't feel lost, just something pure. Thank you for the love, for letting me be me, for every truth we set free. You were a part of my becoming, not just a spark, but something stunning. No need to wish for something new, because I've grown, and that's from you. You don't write poems or bring bouquets, but you remember how I take my tea. You leave the light on when I'm late and hum along to songs for me. No fireworks, no grand display, but somehow you still light the day. And in your laugh I find a home that never asks to be alone. You don't chase, you never shout, but every silence speaks aloud. And when the world begins to shake, you're the stillness I don't fake. It's in the way you stay, not loud, but soft like linen in a crowd. It's how you ask me twice if I've eaten well tonight. Not roses red or skies of gray, but in the promises, no need to say, just love in how you stay. You fold the blanket at my feet and know my moods by how I eat. You never rush to fix what breaks, but hold the space for all it takes. I used to dream of thunder skies, of someone loud with fearless eyes. But now I crave your quiet hand, the kind that helps me understand. We don't need script, we don't need scenes. Our love lives in the in-betweens. A glance, a pause, a second pour. That's when I feel you even more. It's in the way you stay, each ordinary day, like warmth that lingers in the floor, or shoes beside my door. You don't need to rearrange, you're steady, kind, and never strange. And I have learned to love this way, just love in how you stay. No curtain rise, no final bow, just everything becoming now. And I don't need a perfect play, just you and all the ways you stay. It's in the way you stay, like sun and dusty light. You hold me without chains or fight. You don't declare but still remain, like summer air before the rain. So if you ask me why I stay, I'd say it's love, the way you stay. I passed you once beneath the trees. You didn't stop and neither did the breeze. My heart said more than I allowed, but silence wrapped it in a cloud. You laughed like nothing slipped away. I smiled back like it was okay, but something in that quiet glance still plays like music when I dance. And maybe I should have spoken then, but all my courage came and went. I wrote 1,000 words instead and buried them inside my head. These are the things I never said, like I was scared or I meant what I said. They linger soft in empty rooms, like fading light or gentle tunes. I keep them folded on my chest, a secret love I never guessed would echo louder once you fled. The things I never said. Your shadow brushed my shoulder's edge, as if we stood on memory's ledge. And in that breath I felt the weight of all the words I locked too late. I never told you I replayed your name like prayer each time I prayed. I never told you I forgave, or how your smile still made me brave. So many moments paper thin, so many doors I kept within. And though you've walked a different shore, I still recall what I ignored. These are the things I never said, like I was yours when love had fled. They bloom beneath this summer sky and fall like like stars I can't deny. I sing them softly in the breeze to free the ghost that never sees, and hope one day they'll find your thread, the things I never said. Not every love needs one more try. Some just need a place to cry, and in this hush I find release from every silent masterpiece. These are the things I never said, but tonight I'll lay them down instead. No longer heavy in my chest, they flow like birds that leave the nest. And if you never hear this song, I'll still be fine, I'll still be strong, because my heart is softly bled, the things I never said. To someone you've learned to love your light, to someone you've learned to love your light. The sun is slow, the sky turns gold, another story softly folds. I'm not the girl I used to be, and that feels good enough for me. No grand goodbye, no final flare, just quiet steps in summer air. And in this hush I finally see the kind of love I owe to me. I chased the world to feel complete, but peace was always at my feet. No mirror needed now to find this light was never left behind. This light is mine, not borrowed, not begged. It shines from where I once had fled. I don't need arms to feel the sun, I've made it here and that's enough. No more pretending I must prove that I deserve the life I move. The truth was in me all this time. This summer when you've learned to love your light, this summer when you've learned to love your light. I've cried in gardens, laughed in storms, I've danced in rooms I thought too warm, and now the walls I feared would fall, I've grown with ivy after all. I don't resent the roads I took, each wrong turn added to the book, and now I write in steady lines the quiet strength that now is mine. I won't be small to make love stay, I won't grow roots in others' way. This joy is not a gift I seek, it's in the breath I choose to keep, that softly glows through every no, through every close. I carry summer in my chest and bloom in every kind of rest. No more delays, no more disguise, just steady hope behind these eyes. This soul, this sky, this path, this time. This summer when you learn to love your light, this summer when you learn to love your light. Let someone love me if they will, but I have a love that keeps me still. I hold the sunrise in my hands and walk it out in barefoot plans. This light is mine, it doesn't dim. If days grow cold, it burns within. Not waiting for a sign to start, I've come alive in my own heart. So let the season gently shine, and let me say with joy and spine, this life, this life, this light. you just arrived, a flash of light, I was alive. I didn't see you take the space, but suddenly I felt your trace. Like wind that moves without a sound, you fill the corners all around. And every breath I used to keep now follows you in waves so deep. I tried to name it, try to run, but you were in the air and sun. Not loud, not forced, but somehow true, like something I already knew. You move through me like a song in the sky. I didn't touch you, but you made me cry. You didn't ask, you didn't plead, but still you bloomed inside my need. You moved through me like I asked you to, without a word, but all of you. You stayed in places I forgot, in every silence I am not. You brushed the dust off all I hid, and held the things I never did. Now when I speak, your voice is near. You've tuned the way I hold my fear, and I no longer feel alone. You built a world inside my own. It wasn't planned, it wasn't clean, but love, it rarely fits the scene. Still you arrive like summer flame, and everything has changed its name. You move through me like fire through snow, melted what I'd feared to show. You broke no glass, you shook no ground, but still you turned my world around. You move through me with quiet grace, and left your warmth in every place. I didn't fall, I didn't fly, I just became a newer sky. And now I hold you in the breeze, in every word and memory. You move through me without a claim. No chain, no rule, no scar, no name. But now my hands can hold the truth that love is real because of you. You move through me, and now I see that love was moving me to be free. I started this on softer days, when sunlight lingered warm and haze. Your name was written in the shade, but fear kept every word I made. A letter I never sent to you still sleeps in pages pale and true. I traced your smile with quiet ink, but never dared to let it sink. You never knew the words I kept, enfolded thoughts where silence slept. Each line a breeze I couldn't chase, each line a a dream I can't erase, a letter I never meant to hide. But time and summer both collide, and now with fall around the bend, I wonder if you'd comprehend. First love is not just hearts and sighs, it's what remains when season flies. And maybe what I didn't send still speaks beneath the summer's end. A letter I never sent remains, with dried up blooms and window panes. And though you'll never read it through, I hope you felt it passing too. Beneath a tree where silence grows, I rest my pen as soft wind blows. A notebook waits with open lines to catch my half-forgotten sign. A little notebook in the shade, where summer thoughts and fears are laid. No need for rhyme, no need for name, just scribbled hopes and secret flame. The pages curl in humid air, but still they hold what I don't share. A fleeting smile, a doubt, a sigh. The things I hide but won't deny. A little notebook, calm and small, becomes the place I spill it all. And under leaves that gently sway, I write the truths I couldn't say. Streams, but in the ink I plan my dreams. A quiet bloom, a shade-born song that helps me feel where I belong. A little notebook in the green knows more of me than I have seen. And when the summer says goodbye, it holds my voice though none knows why. It holds my voice though none knows why. Beneath a tree where silence grows, I rest my pen as soft wind blows. A notebook waits with open lines to catch my half-forgotten sign. A little notebook in the shade, where summer thoughts and fears are laid. No need for rhyme, no need for name, just scribbled hopes and secret flame. The pages curl in humid air, share. A fleeting smile, a doubt, a sigh. The things I hide but won't deny. A little notebook, calm and small, becomes the place I spill it all. And under leaves that gently sway, I write the truths I couldn't say. No one will read these tender streams, but in the ink I plan my dreams. A quiet bloom, a shade-born song that helps me feel where I belong. A little notebook in the green knows more of me than I have seen. And when the summer says goodbye, it holds my voice though none knows why. It holds my voice though none knows why. Juice runs down my fingertips, laughter stuck between my lips. Sunlight paints the porch so wide, and I've got watermelon pride. A slice of summer, red and bright, sweetness dripping in the light. No fancy plans, no need to race, just sticky joy on every face. Spit the seeds into the grass, watch the lazy hours pass. Barefoot games and buzzing bees, a nap beneath the willow trees. A slice that cools the burning noon, like biting into a cartoon. The kind of taste that makes you grin and wipes the world from deep within. Sometimes life is simply this, a fruity pause, a quiet bliss. And in that pink and rind of green, I find the joy of 17. Slice of summer, bold and round, a memory that still resounds. And every bite reminds me why the best of days just float and fly. Juice runs down my fingertips, laughter stuck between my lips. Sunlight paints the porch so wide, and I've got watermelon pride. A slice of summer, red and bright, sweetness dripping in the light. No fancy plans, no need to race, just sticky joy on every face. taste that makes you grin and wipes the world from deep within. Sometimes life is simply this, a fruity pause, a quiet bliss. And in that pink and rind of green, I find the joy of 17. The stars arrive without a sound, like silver petals all around. I lie beneath the velvet dome and feel the dark become my home. A wish beneath the starlit sky. No need to speak, no need to try. Just breathe it out in hush and light, and trust the stars to hold it tight. The crickets sing a distant tune. The wind is cool, the night is June. I close my eyes and let it rise. This hope I send to silent skies. A wish that slips through twilight air to sail when no one's even there. But somehow still it finds its flight between the shadows and the night. I've said enough in restless days. Now stars can carry what I say. A little light, a quiet plea for love, for peace, for being free. A wish beneath the summer night now glows with all the stars in sight. And though the world may never know, the sky has heard and let it go, go. Leaves still drip from quiet trees. Puddles mirror skies with ease. Shoes are soaked, but no one minds. The world is clean and soft in lines after the rain fell softly through. The streets look fresh, the light feels new. A gentle hush begins to play and brushes noise and dust away. Window panes with silver trails, dampened air and distant pails. Even the wind forgets to raise. It only holds the slow and pace. After the rain, the colors bloom. A subtle calm inside the room, as if the storm just left behind a sigh for hearts that need to find. Not every calm is born from peace. Some come when thunder starts to cease, and in the echo of the port, I find myself needing no more. After the rain, I feel so still, like nature paused and bent its will. And in that pause, I find my name written in the light that followed rain. The rain has left the air so light, leaves are dripping silver bright. Windows breathe a newer glow, and every breeze moves soft and slow. I used to hold the clouds so tight, afraid they'd never turn to white. But now I see through every pane, the beauty in a passing rain. The silence isn't sad today, it sings in its own gentle way. Like lullabies the sky once kept, that only bloom once storms have wept. This is the light after rain, where everything begins again. The world exhales, the colors clear, and I can see myself sincere. No thunder left, no need to run, just soft reflections in the sun. This is the light after rain, and I am not the same. Footsteps echo on wet stone, but I don't feel alone. The trees are whispering in green, like even they have learned to lean. Umbrella closed, I lift my face. The sky has made a little space, and in that break I hear my name. Not who I was, but who I became. This isn't about what's lost or past, but what the rain chose not to last. It left me something soft and new, a gentler lens, a clearer view. This is the light after rain, where healing doesn't need a name, where sorrow turns to quiet peace and storms begin to find release. No need for words, just breath and blue, a sky that's wide enough for two. This is the light after rain, where I return to true. I thought the rain would drown me whole, but it just rinsed my heavy soul. And now I walk with softer hands upon a world that understands. This is the light after rain, a moment I don't have to frame. It simply lives, it softly stays, like sunlight caught in puddle waves. I'm not afraid, I and sway with whispering grace. A hush lay soft on every place. The fan hums low like lullaby as sunlight paints the ceiling high. Afternoon nap in cool air's arms, wrapped in quiet, free from alarms. No dreams, no thoughts, just drifting slow, where heat and worries cease to grow. The pillow sighs beneath my cheek. The world outside feels loud and weak, but here beneath the cooling breeze, I fold into this summer ease. Afternoon nap, a feathered fall from noisy time to nothing's call. A gentle pause, a breath so deep that cradles me in weightless sleep. Let shadows crawl across the floor. Let minutes melt and thoughts ignore. For in the stillness small and white, I find the peace I couldn't find. Afternoon nap in softened light, where everything feels just so right. And though the world may buzz and burn, I'll rest until the dreams return. just me, this view, this fading light, and the approaching gentle night. I'm sipping on this twilight cocktail, slow and sweet, a bittersweet surrender, a beautiful defeat. The city is a diamond starting to awake. For all the lonely hearts about to break, the purple sky is turning into velvet black, and in this perfect moment there's no turning back. A wall of glass, a sunlit haze, the endless dance of coming days, the boarding calls for foreign lands in languages I don't understand. I'm sitting here with just a book. I'm not the one who's taking flight, just came to watch, to take a look at silver wings in morning light. And there it goes, a silver gleam, the final scene of someone's dream. It climbs so high, so fast, so true, leaving vapor trails in the blue. A silent scar across the sky, a beautiful and long goodbye. I wonder where it's going to, that vapor trail in the endless blue. A family waits, a tearful face, a businessman, a hurried pace. Each one is heading somewhere new, with everything they have to do. My coffee's cold, my time is free. There's no one here expecting me. I'm just an audience of one for journeys that have just begun. And there it goes, a silver gleam, the final scene of someone's dream. It climbs so high, so fast, so true, leaving vapor trails in the blue. is melting golden red. The sun slips down like something said, too soft to catch, too sweet to hold. A summer story, quiet and bold. You walk like rhythm in my skin, like something smooth that lives within. No words, just glances brushed in fire. A velvet heat that stokes desire. The air is thick with maybe's hum, and all the rules come undone. You move like twilight through the street, in shadows warm and bittersweet. You feel like velvet heat, soft but deep, a burning beat. Not loud, not wild, but always near, a pulse I feel when night is clear. We never had to call it love. It's something under, something above. A sway, a hush, a silent plea. You move like velvet into me. The sidewalk hums beneath my feet, as if it knows where we might meet. Your laughter dances through the breeze, like jasmine drifting through the trees. No promises, no need to bind, just bodies speaking in the mind. I trace your light from room to room, like chasing warmth before the bloom. The moon leans close but never stays, just like you, soft in subtle ways. Yet every time you disappear, I feel the rhythm drawing near. You feel like velvet heat, a summer song with no repeat. It lingers long past what I say, a touch that melts the dusk away. No firework, no sudden flame, just slow devotion without name. A groove that wraps so breathlessly. You breathe like velvet over me. It's not about the chase or end. You're not my loss, you're just the bend, where silence hums and night agrees. You live in velvet, summer breeze. You feel like velvet heat, a rhythm slow, a spark discreet. Not loud enough to make me burn, but deep enough to make me turn. sun had barely dipped below the building's gold and white. The air was warm but losing weight as evening stepped inside. I didn't need a reason then to walk without a plan. Just followed where the shadows leaned and let go of what I am. When the air turned cool and the noise fell low, I heard the parts of me I used to never show. You weren't with me, but I felt you still. In that hush between the trees, and time stood still. I passed the corner where we met, the one with ivy walls. No ache, no pull, just memory like dust that gently falls. I smiled without a second thought, as if you'd understand that something soft and quiet grew where once we made our stand. When the air turned cool and the sky went gray, I felt the warmth of something new begin to find its way. You didn't vanish, but you stepped aside and let me take a breath with nothing left to hide. It's not forgetting, it's becoming what the day was softly humming. When the air turned cool, I stayed out late, letting all the light unwind without the need to wait. You weren't the ending, just the hue that made the sky feel deeper blue. You looked at me like the sky just sang, like light had lips and called my name. No thunder, no dramatic flare, just silence bending into prayer. Your eyes were quiet, deep and clear, We sat where all the shadows kissed and watched the colors twist and twist. The world was turning slow and wide, but you had pulled it all inside. The sound of time was in your grin, like lullabies beneath my skin. And in that moment, far and near, the day became a souvenir. When the sky first sang, the echoes wrapped around like melodies that hold no sound. I didn't need to ask you why. You were the hush before goodbye. You wrote in tones I couldn't read, but still I learned what I would need to carry you when night would hang. A whisper from when the sky first sang. No storm, no shout, no crashing wave, just calm so loud it made me braver. And now when twilight pulls away, I hear that sound you made that day. When the sky first sang, I knew I'd never be the girl I was before that breeze. You changed the season with a glance and gave my stillness one more chance. So if you're gone, then let it be. But you remain a note in me, forever caught in memory's enchantment. When the sky first sang. The breeze rolls in just like your voice, a quiet hush without the noise. The ocean speaks in hush and blue, and all it says reminds me of you. Your name still lingers on my skin, like summer light that's soaking in. I close my eyes and float right through a place where the air feels like you. I I breathe you in like salt and fire, a distant song I still admire. I don't need maps, I don't need signs. You're still the scent in summer pines. You're not around, but not quite gone. You live in waves I drift upon. So even in the quiet you, I breathe where the air feels like you. I chase no storm, I chase no flame, just sit beneath the sky and name the stars that used to hold your gaze, still flicker softly through the haze, no longer waiting to forget, but finding peace in every step. The wind returns, it knows me too. It hums in tones that feel like you. I breathe you in with every shore, your memory, a quiet roar. No need to fight, no need to run. This love is not what needs to stun. You're in the hush before the tide, and all the truths I never hide. And even now I feel it true. I live where the air feels like you. And when the summer turns to gray, I'll still return to where you stay. Not in the past, but in the hue, the place where the air feels like you. There was a moment when the light paused on your face. Not a word, just golden silence, filling up that quiet space. The air stood still between our thoughts, like something soft we almost caught. I watched the sky forget to move, and time fall out of its own groove. Where the light paused, I remember you, like a song that never faded, even when it passed right through. I didn't hold, I didn't chase, but your shadow left a trace. Where the light paused, I still find you. You weren't loud like thunder sounds, but steady like the evening ground. You never asked me to believe, but I still kept you in my sleeve. Your name became a quiet hum, a memory I never run from. Not in fire, not in where the light pours. You look clear, not forever but so near. I don't rewind, I don't replace, but I still see your quiet face where the light pours. You disappeared, but left your warmth still glowing here. You feel like morning before the noise begins, when sunlight peeks through curtains and the coffee's setting in. Your smile's a little lopsided, like you don't know it's there, but it finds a way to warm me like summer in the air. You don't have to try too hard, just breathing feels like art. You bring a rhythm to the quiet that plays inside my heart. You feel like morning, soft and true, and every day begins with you. You speak in easy laughter, like rain that taps the leaves, not rushing through the moment, just letting time believe. The world feels less uncertain when your hands are near my own. You turn a crowded hour into something all my own. You don't have to try too hard, just standing still is bright. You make the sky feel open, even on the cloudy nights. You feel like morning, fresh and new, and I find peace when I find you. No need for fireworks or fame, you're just the light that knows my name. You don't have to try too hard, your magic just as is. You take the rush out of the hours and give me space to live. You feel like morning, not too loud, just gently making me feel proud to wake beside the day that starts with you. Inside my heart, you feel like morning before the noise begins. When sunlight peeks through curtains and the coffee's setting in, your smile's a little lopsided, like you don't know it's there, but it finds a way to warm me like summer in the air. You don't have to try too hard, just breathing feels like art. You bring a rhythm to the quiet that plays inside my heart. You feel like morning, soft and true, and every day begins with you. You speak in easy laughter, like rain that taps the leaves, not rushing through the moment, just letting time believe. The world feels less uncertain when your hands are near my own. You turn a crowded hour into something all my own. You don't have to try too hard, just standing still is bright. You make the sky feel open, even on the cloudy nights. You feel like morning, fresh and new, and I find peace when I find you. No need for fireworks or fame, you're just the light that knows my name. You don't have to try too hard, your magic just as is. You take the rush out of the hours and give me space to live. You feel like morning, not too loud, just gently making me feel proud to wake beside the day that starts with you. Inside my heart, I've seen you in the morning light, with sleep still resting in your eyes. No words, just quiet gravity that pulls me back to where I'd lie. You don't need grand illusions or stars across the sea. You breathe and I remember how much you still undo me. You still take my breath, like the first time you said my name, like summer wind that softly spins and leaves me never quite the same. You don't even try like sunlight dancing over stone. You walk like time's not chasing you, and every second feels brand new. I memorize the silence between the things you say, as if your presence writes a verse that nothing else can play. You still take my breath like a whisper close and deep, like ocean waves that roll at dusk and rock my soul to sleep. No fire, no flash, just steady, bright and true. You still take my breath the way you always do. And even in the stillness, where others fade and fall, you light a quiet miracle without a sound at all. You still take my breath like I've never known before, like you just stepped into my life and made me want for more. No matter where the time has gone or what tomorrow says, you still take my breath in every kind of way. Shoes hit pavement, beat and sync. City yawns with coffee ink. Crosswalk blinking like a code. Streetlight rhythms overflow. Sidewalk pulse beneath my feet. Breathing fast but feeling sweet. Every step's a silent vow to show up right here, right now. Shoulder bags and tangled hair. Headphones hum the morning air. Faces blur but hope feels clear. Even strangers pull me near. Sidewalk pulse, I find my way. Skipping seconds through the gray. Moments and hums, it's morning tune. Rising hearts beneath the moon. Da 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 da. Not every day is full of shine, but purpose walks this painted line. With each breath I catch the spark, even if the sky is dark. Sidewalk pulse, I match the beat. City's heart and mind compete. It's not chase, but the rhythm of this place.
Curtains glowing golden thread. Yesterday's thoughts softly shed. A quiet joy, a breath so new. The world returns in lighter hue. Morning grace, I rise and feel a heart once heavy start to heal. No need for grand or perfect plans, just steady light and open hands. Hey, hey. Teacup steaming, slippered feet, rhythms in a peaceful beat. The silence hums a sacred song, reminding me I still belong. Morning grace, it takes its time, unfolding peace in simple rhyme. I meet myself without disguise and greet the day with steady eyes. Hey, hey. The past can stay behind the door. Today is all I'm asking for. With every dawn I learn again to love the now, to call it friend. Hey, hey, hey. Morning grace, so soft, so clear. It speaks the words I need to hear. No rush to win, no race to run. Just grateful breath beneath the sun. Hey, hey. Ha, 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 City hums awake in song. Crosswalk clicks, I move along. Traffic sighs, but I don't mind. I've got a rhythm I can find. Steps to somewhere hot and beat. Sidewalk stories at my feet. With every turn a new hello. The world begins to softly glow. Busker plays a broken tune. Coffee shops in morning bloom. Faces blur yet all feel near. The day unfolds, the sky is clear. Steps to somewhere smile unseen. Hidden hope in daily scenes. I walk with thoughts like drifting clouds. Light on my back away from doubt. No need to rush what's meant to be. The road ahead will carry me. One breath, one block, one open door. It's not a race, it's something more. Steps to somewhere still unknown, but I'm not walking this alone. Each little pace, a silent prayer.
I'm getting closer on the across the bed, curtains dance where dreams have fled, breeze like music hums so low, telling me it's time to glow. Sunlight in my room today melts the shadows, clears the gray. With every ray my spirit blooms, I find my joy in quiet. Beneath their feet, coffee scent and rhythm sweet. Not a rush, just time that sways, wrapped in warmth of newborn days. Sunlight in my room today sings the words I meant to say. I move with grace, no need to race. The light has set us off. This golden hush, this morning tune feels like dancing with the moon. No plans, no noise, no need to roam. The sun has made my heart its home. Sunlight in my room today teaches me to laugh, to stay. And as I breathe this golden air, I'm more than ready. Awake with whispered gold, sky unfolds so soft, so bold. Sparrows trace the window's line, a quiet joy that's purely mine. Morning blooms in every hue, painting sky so blue. With open hands I greet the day and let the light just lead the way. Slippers slide on wooden floor, tea is warm, I ask for more. Not in words but in the air, the day the kind of peace that lingers near. No need for noise to feel alive, just steady breath and heart revived. In this hush, the world begins and morning sings beneath my skin. Morning blooms and so do I. Petals stretch into the sky. A simple truth, a soft refrain. I'll bloom again and bloom again. Took off shoes, the light is low. Drop my bag and let it go. No parade, no trumpet sound, but here I am, still safe and sound. I'm proud I stayed, I didn't run. Face the clouds, outlasted sun. No medals hung, no stage or praise, but I showed up through all the haze. Left some words I couldn't speak, felt the quiet turn to weak, but even then I didn't fade. I held myself through storm and shade. I'm proud I stayed, I didn't fall. Those shadows dance across the wall. I took each breath like it was new and found a way to just push through. You won't see it in the news, these tiny, brave internal truths, but every sigh I didn't break was strength I built for my own sake. I'm proud I stayed, that's all I need. Not perfect, no, but I did lead my tired self back home tonight and whispered, hey, you did all right. Didn't climb, didn't fall, just walked slow through it all. Made the bed, returned that call. It wasn't much, but I stood tall. Just enough today, and that's okay. The sky was blue, then turned to gray. I didn't shine, I didn't break, but I showed up and stayed away. Wasn't grand, wasn't new, just folded clothes and stirred the stew. Held a laugh that almost slipped and let my breath stay calm and clip. Just enough today, no need to run, no race to win, no prize begun. I lived the lines between the noise and heard the hush in smaller joys. Some days don't come with fireworks, just softened edges, gentle works. But even quiet has a weight that says you're here. You did just great. Just enough today, that's all I need. A breath, a step, a thought, a seed. And when the stars begin to play, I'll close my eyes. It's been okay. Steam curls up from porcelain rim, soft and slow, the world grows dim. In every breath a moment plays, from yesterdays in quiet haze. Memory in the steam so near, it brings old laughter, brings old tears. A sip, a scent, and there I go, to places only I could know. The chair still creaks the way it did when we were young and nothing hid. The light falls in the same old way, but silence has much more to say. Memory in the steam, it stays wrapped in gold and paper days. I stir the past but drink the now, and feel it settle soft somehow. Not every dream was meant to last, but some just live inside the glass.